Albert AWOL, the voice of the jungle, broadcasting on the DVC to all points unknown. If you're within the sound of my voice, you're listening to Welcome Home Podcast on the DVC.
Hello and welcome home. Thank you for joining us on episode 178 of Welcome Home, a Disney Parks and Vacation Club podcast. I'm Tom. I'm here with Trevor and Damon. What's up, guys?
I'm surprised I made it back in time.
Yeah, well, we just talked for a bunch before we even did the show here, but...
Well, no, I meant like back in time from South Carolina. I was in South Carolina looking at University of South Carolina. My son had a swim camp there, and
I like Columbia. Columbia's a cool town. You don't like Columbia?
No, not at all.
I like Columbia.
Ooh,
I used to cover that area.
You know what I found with the college that was, listen, when you're NYU, you can pull this off, but the college is all over the place.
Oh, yeah, it's like a city college, but it's a very small city, but it's like spread out. Yeah.
Like, the other thing is there was like, it just seemed like there was a lot of like small, like buildings all around. Like, I don't know. It felt like it was very hard to get around campus. And the other thing, like, you know, some of the other schools that we've been to, they have like their own trolley or bus system, right? Like Georgia Tech has the trolley. Tennessee has their bus system. This was city transit that you kind of use your card from school and you get on city transit for free. There was a lot of, it was like that old, like, you know, your peanut butter is in my chocolate sort of thing. Your chocolate's in my peanut butter. It was like, there was too much non-college in my college. Like there was just too much stuff.
There wasn't like a bubble. There wasn't like a bubble of.
No, there was absolutely no bubble. But I did go to Rita's, which is always a W, right? Like that's always a W to go to Rita's. So got to go to Rita's, and the girl that was behind the counter working at Rita's, I was wearing a Gravity Falls shirt, and she was the most excited person I saw that night because she was like, "Wait, you like Gravity Falls?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, duh, right?" Like, and then the person that was in line in front of me was from New Jersey, so it was fun. The food was pretty good though. We had some good food, but that was. I
had a similar experience to those. I was wearing my Action Park shirt today, and I was at my community pool, and somebody came up to me, and no joke, this is what she said to me. She goes, "I am also a survivor of Action Park," and I was like, "That's a way to describe it." So anyway, but that's cool. Yeah, so you had some good food though. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean it was a long day. I mean, he had a lot of camp, and it was like. Normally, it's always funny when he goes to swim camps. It's one of these things where, like, it says, like, you know, 8 to 18, you know, and there'll be a lot of younger kids. But this was some, like, it's called, like, power camp, and it was really just older kids. So it was hard. The pool was okay. I mean, like I said, I mean, it was worth going. I think it probably... You know, it's always worth going, and the camp was good. So it was worth the experience for sure. And I mean, it's not off his list. I just, as a parent, Columbia wasn't what I was thrilled with in terms of Tennessee. I think going to University of Tennessee first was kind of tough because it is one of the nicer schools. Sorry for everyone that doesn't go there, but right, like I think it is one of the nicer schools. So, I mean, we still have a lot of schools on our list. So I think we're going to FAU though, so we'll be down in that Boca area, so we'll probably pass through Disney. But I think we're trying to pull off a Universal trip when we do that one.
Well, because you're going to Disney in August, so right?
Going to Disney in August, so 6th to 10th, I think.
Just a quick trip.
Quick trip, man. I don't, like I said, I got to burn these tickets that I got. Like, I feel like I just got to get rid of them and use them. That's kind of the onus for this trip. And, you know, because I have tickets that I paid for 2 years ago and I have DVC points, it's right. Kind of a free trip-ish. Right.
Yeah. It's like it's a cheap trip at this point.
Yeah. Cheap trip.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're just, like I said on the board, I mean, we're just doing Hollywood Studios and Epcot. I mean, we do a park hopper, so, you know, we can go other places, but that's kind of what we're doing. I mean, I'm really just trying to go on. I mean, there's 4 rides and I don't really care if I go on Guardians. I'll be honest with you. So really, I think like we're really just shooting for Ratatouille and, you know, Mickey and Minnie's and Rise of the Resistance, which no one besides me is interested in anyway. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be probably more about the food. So I expect there to be a lot of food eating.
Yeah.
During that trip. And I think the other thing we had kind of talked about was again, this will kind of hose us for going on rides, but I was kind of like, do we just go the anti-family trip where we're like, we sleep in and go to the parks at 2 and stay till they close?
Could do that.
Just like the total anti of what we normally do.
But the only problem,
I was sorry. I was like, how is that anti-family? Because that's what my family does. But I get what you're saying.
No. So we're usually, like I said, rope drop until like 5. But I'm like, ooh, do we just do the opposite?
Your only problem with that, though, Damon, is like the heat in the afternoon, man. Like once you hit like 1, 2 o'clock, man, it's gonna get rough.
Nah, that stuff doesn't even bother me though. Like,
I mean, you roll in slow is what you do. Like you don't be in a rush to get there at like 1 or 2 o'clock. You take your time getting in, and then you do the majority of the stuff you want to do. You do going into the evening.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm talking about like, so we do breakfast always is in the room anyway. So I'm talking about maybe lunch just wherever, right? And then not even at the parks, and just hit the parks up later. Like I'm thinking like 2, 3 is what I was thinking. And then to stay till they close, like that might not be a bad trip.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, when Trevor and I were just there, we just bounced between Magic Kingdom and Epcot. I mean, we were in both places, briefly.
Even when we came back on the Saturday, like, we were back in Epcot around 3, and we just kept ducking into anywhere that had, like, we were in the Mexico Pavilion and wherever until it cooled off enough. And then,
but I gotta watch out. I don't want to get a Tom and catch COVID, and while I'm there.
No, you don't want to do that.
You just have to follow my route, because apparently I did fine, even though I was right next to Tom.
It is very strange that you were next to me the entire time and didn't get.
But it's not. I mean, and Trevor, you had to get tested to go home, or no?
No, I didn't have to test to come home. It was only traveling to the States. But when I came home, I did do I did antigen tests for like the whole week, and I was waiting for it, and it never happened. So I don't know,
man. I still think that again, even in that Florida heat, like I was telling the kids, like I said, look, if we're outside, like do what you will. I said, but if we're getting on any lines, everyone's masking up. If you don't like it, too bad. You're still my kids, and you still have to do what I tell you.
There were plenty of people when we were there that were still wearing masks inside. I mean, people that were with us that were still wearing masks indoors. So
Well, they didn't want to catch COVID from you, Tom. Obviously,
that's obviously yes. Yeah, I was apparently a super spreader myself. So but yeah.
Like I said, it'll be an interesting trip. I know Charles is going to, hopefully, and it seems like there's going to be some other people there also. So
it's a popular time to go, right? I mean, it's like right before school starts, right? So
yep, and it'll be before my son goes to college, because we were thinking about that weekend or the next, and my son has to miss a swim meet for us to go, but he was like, fine. So we'll, like I said, we're going to go that time, but we'll see. I know someone wanted to play foot golf, but like I'd definitely go play foot golf in the morning instead. Like instead of going to the parks, like in the morning, like I'm good. So
it'd be good.
I forget who that was, but whoever wants to see us in foot golf, like family v family, like I'm in.
It'll be cool if you can meet up with some listeners and go on some rides and stuff with them.
And we're going Old Key West.
You're staying at Old Key West? That's probably the only thing you could get 2 months out, right?
No, I could get pretty much all I wanted. Really?
Oh, really? Really? There was that much availability?
There was, but here's the thing: we're going 2 bedrooms again. I'm totally like not about singles anymore. I really am not. That's why I feel like I might actually have to buy another contract.
Because because you just have to do 2 bedrooms from now on. Because
you have to do 2 bedrooms from now on. Like you get 2 bedrooms, and then you're like, why do I ever not want to do 2 bedrooms? The only other thing I could do is I could start doing. Wait, what's the double bathroom places? Poly and where else?
Well, like
what are the single bedroom double bathrooms?
So Poly and it's like a 1.5 bath.
Just 2 toilets. Where can I get 2 toilets in a 1 bedroom?
I don't know if there's any places you can get. Yeah. I don't know.
It's got 2 showers. And
if I don't have 2 toilets, I'm not in anymore, man. My kids are just too old, and like, it's just annoying.
Right. I mean, part of why I like the 2 bedroom in Animal Kingdom is it has 3 full bathrooms. Like it has.
I don't need 3, but I need 2. Like 3
is nice. I'm telling you.
I'm sure, but like 2 is like it has to be, because like. Dude, there'd just be straight out brawls otherwise. Like, I'm just not about that anymore, right? Like, I'm not about people arguing about the bathroom on vacation.
Yeah, you know what, though? Like, even in, like, a larger studio, though, that many people in one room is a lot, right? Like, Because
here's the thing. It's not like what we're talking about, like, me, my wife, and 3 people under 5 foot. Like
Yeah.
we're talking about like huge people, right? Like, and it makes it even worse. Like, listen, it was fine and dandy. Like when my boys were sharing one of the pullouts until, one of them 6'1.5", like he's not really about that anymore. Right. He's just too big.
You're wanting a 2-bedroom with 2 bathrooms or a 1?
No, I would still, if I had to, do a 1-bedroom, 2 bathrooms, but now we've just been doing 2 bedrooms.
So while you've been talking, I've been Googling, and apparently Bay Lake Tower and Animal Kingdom Villas, Kidani has 1 bedroom with 2 bathrooms.
Okay, I would do that. As long as there's 2 toilets, I'm in. But so anyway, the whole reason, back to Key West, the whole reason we did Key West is because we were looking at places, right? And like, I'm not about spending all those points because I'm doing that June 23 trip with one of our friends that's in the group as well. And we're doing the blowout 3 bedrooms, like where we're doing 3
Grand Villa. Yeah.
Yeah. Doing the Grand Villa, 3 days at Saratoga, 2 days Grand Floridian, and they're just going to owe me a few points. So we're going to do that. And then again, I needed to save enough points for that. Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not doing a 2-bedroom anywhere expensive, and I don't care. Like, I just don't care.
Where you stay, right? Yeah,
I don't really care. There's just, I don't find any sort of benefit. And we could have stayed at Saratoga, but Key West was still like 9 points cheaper or something. So I'm like, well, I like 9 points. I like 9 points. I don't care. So yeah, Key West, we've never been there, so that's fine. It will be interesting just to be somewhere different, but
you'll like Oki. It's pretty much Saratoga, just with like a slightly different style, but it's similar. Fine. It's similar.
Yep.
Yeah, just a different themed Saratoga, basically.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'm gonna have some old Key fans yelling at me now, but whatever.
Is Olivia's at Saratoga or Old Key West? I can't remember now.
Old Key.
Is it? Okay, yeah. So yeah, you got Olivia's as well.
What is that?
Apparently, it's their restaurant that the fried chicken's supposed to be legendary on property, from what I hear.
Yeah,
that sounds.
I had breakfast there, and I thought it was just all right, but
But here's another
that's
question.
Not fried chicken, though.
That's not fried chicken, unless it's fried chicken and waffles.
You're right.
But here's another question, though. So if somebody owes somebody points, can you give people points?
Yeah, they can transfer points.
You can do transfer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I did that when I did my one trip with my sister and brother-in-law. His parents are DVC members, and they gave us 100 points for their portion of the trip. So they just like transferred them over. Oh, you have to call to do it, though.
Okay, then we'll probably do that. Then that would make more sense.
Yeah, you have to call to do it, but
can you transfer like as many as you want?
As many as they have. Yeah.
Well, here's
I think there's a limit, but you can only do it one time per contract. It's either per contract or per membership. I can't remember. But
wait, one time per year or one time ever?
Per year.
Oh, so like in theory, I could transfer them all the points for my Saratoga days if I wanted to. But the thing is, we want to book 11 months out because it's going to be in a tough time. Yeah.
Then just do that. Yeah. So just do that.
Gotcha. And then they can just throw me points after we've booked.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, so it's just I think it's per I can't remember if it's per membership or per contract, but I'm sure someone's yelling at the radio right now because I know they all love to say that. So, especially when we get DVC stuff wrong.
I am not a DVC savant. I don't even book my own trips. My wife does, so I know nothing. I just go.
I get that. It's I don't think we ever claimed to be DVC experts, right? Like, like there's a lot of nuance and a lot of stuff that I've never done before that I just don't need to know, right? Like
other podcasts for that, like
yeah, sure.
Like Chad, isn't Chad's podcast a little bit more?
He's
DVC
more informational,
nuance, mathematical portions of DVC that I don't care about so much.
Yeah. So look, owners may transfer or receive points from one member to another to another member one time per use year, not calendar year. Transfer points retain their original use year and home resort priority. You cannot transfer banked or borrowed points. Points transfers are not reversible. They will expire at the end of the transfer's use year, but can be banked by the transferee. So you can bank them, but you cannot borrow to transfer. So yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
What's interesting though is they stay attached to the resort, so I could, in theory, transfer them over Saratoga points, and they could book it 11 months out.
Oh yeah, you could do that. Yeah, absolutely, because it does retain the home resort priority. Yeah.
Huh. Okay, I'll have to think about what I want to do then. We have to do this in July though, since we're doing a June trip.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to do that soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying to my wife for our October trip that like we have a month and a half, but like we're gonna have to start doing dining reservations.
Yeah, I'm going to not do any dining reservations. How's that? I am literally just going to eat at Epcot.
Eat around the world.
Eat around the world. Is there anything even going on then? And
oh yeah, food and wine, man.
You'll have food and wine.
Then I'm not even thinking about trying to make reservations. Nah.
Yeah. You're gonna have food and wine. You're gonna have the festival.
Yeah, so I'm definitely not making reservations. That's going to cost me a pretty penny though.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing you're really paying for on this trip, right? I mean,
well, absolutely, but I fully expect to spend like $200 a night, pretty much. That's what I expect.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, when I look at some of the like table reservations, I feel like it kind of washes out.
It might,
like, because buying $5 and $7 things from booths versus dropping like $40-$50 on a meal sometimes.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. Damon, what dates are you there again? I think
6 through 10.
Okay, I'm just looking up what band is going to be there while you're there, and the answer is Joey Fatone and Friends.
Yes, because that's what's her name said she was going.
Oh, really? Just Somebody for Joey Fatone?
Just for Joey Fatone. And what's so funny is like I've spoken to him before for the other website work I do. I was like, man, do I hit this dude up? Like, but then I'm like, my kids are not going to care. They will 100% not care.
But I think a lot of people on the podcast would care, though.
Yeah, but they're not my family, so that doesn't really affect me so much.
But if you hit them up and do like, I don't know, just, I mean, get them to plug the podcast for us.
Yeah, should at least get like a selfie or like, just like you said.
But what
like
am I doing with that?
Yeah, posting it on our social media. Why not?
It seems like a lot of effort. Dude, if I turn down meeting George Lucas, like, am I really not turning down meeting Joey?
I mean,
right?
I mean, do you really think you can make it happen?
Priorities are.
Are you confident that you could hook up with him and actually like spend time with him?
I mean, I'm not having dinner with the dude, but I'm sure I could say what's up. But again, like, unless it's something animation oriented, like I have no interest. Like I'm just all in on animation stuff. So,
all right, it's fair enough.
Like if Alex Hirsch was there, like, oh yeah, we jam.
Well, yeah, it's a different story.
Like we jamming then, right? Like that's for sure.
Yeah, I get that. That makes sense. But so what I'm saying is, you're not going to go see Joey Fatone. Is that what?
I don't believe so. I think that would be no.
Well, you're gonna have to make sure you download the app that Trevor and I have been talking about forever. So
it's. Mm-hmm. I don't think I would want to, like, I don't really care who would be playing. Like, I see sitting through a concert as kind of a waste of eating.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. Yeah. But as I'm saying, download that food and wine app so you can find, like, look at all the different menus and stuff like that. I felt like we got a lot of good use out of that, Trevor, right?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
What was the app?
It's just called Food and Wine, I think.
It's a Disney thing or no?
No, it's somebody just made it. Yeah.
Okay.
Go, Trevor.
But yeah, it was great because we cut.
Wait, is the same food and wine going on?
Well, no. So they call it the Food and Wine app, but it changes for every festival. So
gotcha.
Yeah, so they do every festival in the app.
Okay.
They change it over. Yeah, so they do all the menus, they do all the prices. You got everything right there. So
it's WDW Food and Wine.
Yeah, it's the name of the app. Yeah, we talked about it so many times on the show. I feel, and everyone always asks, like, "What's that app?" Yeah, I mean, I don't know who made it, and I would love to talk to them because it's such a great app. I mean, but Damon, you can just go on there and you look through every menu.
Why are we not talking to these people?
We should. And you can, I think you swipe right and it adds it to a wish list for each item. And then you can just switch to a wish list, and you can even look at a map and it'll show you where everything on your wish list, where the food booth is located in Epcot. So you can like hit them all up, but also too, like it shows you how much it's all going to cost if you were to eat everything on your wish list. It's pretty cool.
But why do we not know who made the app?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Because we didn't look at who made the app.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the app now.
Yeah, it's good, man. I would love to talk to them because it's a very simple app, but it's also just, it was so useful for us because we just like, Trevor was just going like ticking off the boxes as we were going around. You made a nice wish list and you were just hitting up everything you wanted.
Yeah, it was great because the thing is we were so busy just we were talking and doing other stuff. If I didn't have that, I totally would have missed out. Like I would have walked by some of those booths and I wouldn't have even thought twice about it. So yeah,
I'm already in the app now.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably still Flower and Garden, right?
It is, but I'm just looking and
just checking out how the app works. Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
yep.
It's really well done and very, very easy to use.
Oh, and there's ratings for each thing of food.
Yeah, they have I guess all the people that use the app, they like.
Oh, this sounds disgusting.
What's
a goat cheese creamsicle popsicle?
That doesn't.
Nah,
I'm not into that.
Yeah, the donut bites, because you said the donut bites were they were highly rated. So because that I was passing on those originally, but then when you mentioned it, I was like, okay, well, let's see if it's worth the hype, and
they were.
Turned out they were. Yeah.
Those are so good. Yeah. But yeah, no, it like ranks them too. So I guess the people, because you can also go and like put your favorites in, Damon. So like, I guess like the people that that takes all the people and what their favorites are and ranks them. So it's pretty cool. It's really well done app, and it's just like it'd be great if Disney made a version of that. But I mean, I don't feel like they need to because this exists. And
this is pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it definitely helps you like. I don't want to say plan your way. It just makes sure like you don't miss anything that you really want to get, or like like Trevor said, like you can end up walking by stuff that you don't even know is there. This gives you every single dish that's available.
It also tells you what's gluten free.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and vegan, and all that. Yeah, yep. So
okay, cool.
Yeah. So now you have that.
Gosh, I'm already tired, and we haven't even started listening.
We haven't even started yet. We should start.
Why don't we actually get to our listener questions that we've been staring at?
All right. So go ahead, do Charles.
Yeah, I'll start with Charles. Charles says, "What ride would you want unlimited lightning lane passes for an entire day?" Ooh.
I just want to note he didn't put this in our thread. He just posted it in the group, and I was like, all right, I like it as a question. Yeah. I'm going to put it in there.
That's such a monkey's paw wish. Like,
see, I just feel like this is almost like a "what's your favorite ride" question, right? Like, because for me, I would
no.
No.
My favorite ride is there's no way I'm going on it that many times. I'm not going on Expedition Everest that many times.
Correct. Yeah. My favorite ride is not like if you told me I could only ride that ride for a day,
dude.
I don't know how I'd feel about that. Like, that's
Toy Story Mania. My arm would fall off.
Yeah, that would be be painful. That'd be bad. Yeah,
and that actually might be my favorite ride, but my arm would fall off. There's no way I would want unlimited. I mean, unlimited to me would probably mean 4 times in that day because I try to go left arm sometimes if I'm playing it like 2 times in a row. Like when we used to actually be able to double fast pass that. Like, yeah, that second time was a little rough, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, that one is difficult just because of Have you gotten it to before where it says let the string go back in because you're pulling it too fast, like it yells at you?
No.
You haven't had that happen where it says you got to let it go back in before pulling it again?
I'm not a cheater, so no.
What do you mean you're not a cheater? I'm not cheating. There's no cheating.
Well, if it wasn't cheating, why would it tell you that?
I don't know. I guess I was pulling on the string too fast.
AKA cheating.
How is that cheating? That's just being good at it. All right, so what's your answer then?
I don't think I have one. I don't think I want anything. I mean, it would have to be something like very low key. Like it would have been
like a Haunted Mansion or something.
Yeah, it would have been Ellen's. I'll be honest with you. Like even though I would have taken like a lightning lane that bypassed the first video. How's that?
Pre-show? The whole pre-show. Okay.
Yeah, if I could skip the pre-show. Outside of that, like really, what do I want to be on like that much? Maybe you know what? Maybe I could rock with Jungle Cruise.
Oh yeah, you know what? That would be cool because it's nice and relaxing. You get different people,
and then I feel like you go on it a bunch of times. Like you would start to get funny yourself. Like it would be like, you know what I mean? Because you'd be like, oh man, this is the 4th time. Yeah, I remember what's going. Like I think that would be fun.
That ride is one of those rides that like it really is very dependent on the cast member, right? Like it's because some cast members are great, some are okay. You know what I mean? It just kind of.
But I think if you're riding it like 30 times that day, I think you could be the funny person.
No,
and that would be even funnier.
Yeah, I agree.
You'd know the core. What would be interesting is like you would know the core script, but then you would be able to pick out every time somebody deviates or does something.
What if you had the same guide and just knocked out all their jokes before they did?
Oh, no.
I would try to change it up throughout the day. I feel like if I were a skipper, like I try to not do the same jokes the whole day because they have options. They have things they could say that are different. But
yeah,
I don't know. But
Yeah.
see, I think I would do Big Thunder. I think I would enjoy Big Thunder all day. Or maybe I would do Haunted Mansion. I don't know.
Okay. I would actually
fun though too. But sorry,
I would go for People Mover.
That was it on my list too. Yeah.
Cuz that's a good like just get up off your feet and not think about anything. Like it's not a ride that has like there is the stuff that goes on through the ride, but you can kind of tune that out. And yeah, I feel like that's enough that if it, and again, it's not that I have to ride all day. It's just you have lightning lane for it. So it's like, when I'm getting tired, it's like, okay, I'm just going to go hop on People Mover and chill out for a bit.
See, like I also read this question though as like it has to be a ride that would typically have a fairly long line. You know what I mean?
Why?
People Mover can have a long line.
Well, yeah, I don't think I've ever waited longer than 15 minutes for the People Mover, but you know what I mean? Like,
I have.
You have? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I haven't. I'm surprised. I kind of thought, Trevor, you might go like Pirates or something like that.
No, because I don't want to ruin those rides. I
get it. Yeah.
Like to Damon's point is, after. If I got on it like 5 or 6 times in a row, it would take away my enjoyment of it.
Yeah, and I could ruin Jungle Cruise for myself, and I'd be okay with that. Like that wouldn't bother me. It's not one of my favorite rides.
It's not one of your favorite, or
no,
is?
Okay. It's not.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so I think we did that one.
Yep.
Francisco wants to know what's your ideal vision for the new Brightline train going from MCO, which is Orlando Airport, to Disney Springs. How can Disney optimize this experience? I guess, is he trying to say like Magical Express it? Because like, I don't know. I think that I've been trying to figure out how this is going to benefit anybody. Because, if you think about it, you have to go to Disney Springs, and then how do you get to your resort from there? You have to wait for another bus, and then that can take your luggage, or like, I don't know.
Or you just get on the regular Disney bus transportation with your luggage, which
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. How are they going to handle that? Because I guess I don't see the point of it if it's just going to Disney Springs and not going anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like I said, what are you going to do if you're coming in by flying? So,
I feel like they would have specific shuttles for people getting off of Brightline going to Disney Spring or going to the different hotels, right? The thing is too, I was actually thinking about this is, the whole idea of the Brightline sounds great, but you got to realize that it's not just from the Orlando airport to Disney Springs and Universal, because they're now talking about a stop at Universal as well. It's part of a larger system, which means that, I don't know how quickly these trains are going to be running. And that kind of puts it back to a point of like, with the Magical Express versus, getting your own ride or whatever. It's like, I know at some points, like you could end up there at the wrong time and you're waiting for Magical Express, which I know arrival and departure that should you're traveling anyway, but I don't know if I like the idea of getting off the plane at Orlando Airport and then, it's another hour before the next train shows up or whatever. Maybe they only have one dedicated route going to and from Disney Springs. And because of that, it's not like you can run multiple trains. Like it's not like a loop, right? So
yeah,
I don't know. I just, or maybe it is, maybe I'm wrong. And maybe they'll have enough trains on the loop that's a non-issue. And then, like you said, the other side of it is when you get there, they need to have a dedicated stop, and they need to have something where they've got specific shuttles going to the hotels, not just the normal Disney Springs pick up and drop off. Right.
See, but at that point, like, I would rather just pay and take a direct bus to the resort.
Yeah,
it's an extra added hassle that just feels unnecessary.
Yeah, that's kind of my thinking too. At that point, is that I did Quicksilver this last trip, and it was nice. It was super fast. The guy had me out of the airport really quick, and I'm planning to do the same thing in November, and I can see myself doing this for the next couple of years. I think, to the point, Disney really needs to step up and, give it. Yeah. I don't know how they can make this a better experience.
I kind of think it's going to be a worse experience, honestly. I don't know. That's just my thought, but not the Magical Express. I mean, Magical Express was better, right? But this is like having a connection on your flight, All right, so this next question, Damon, is actually for you. It's
Do I have to read it too, or no?
You can if you want to. It's up to you.
Okay. So this is from Jason. Well, and I will say that I'm excited that we've gotten some fresh blood in the group, right? Some new people asking questions and talking. I like that.
Yeah.
So, okay. So what are 3 things, whether a ride, event, hotel, etc., Disney could announce that would get Damon excited about Disney World again? If they announced a Sega Land to go along with Nintendo Land, like that would be really cool.
Are you so excited for Nintendo Land?
I am so excited for Nintendo Land.
I know, but like, why though? Like, I don't.
Why not?
Well, because like your whole thing like has been like, I want to do something that I can't do at home, and like that Mario Kart ride it's just AR. It's something you could do at home.
My goodness, absolutely not. That is the antithesis of what it is. It's literally you're racing in carts. Yeah, it's got AR.
No, you're not in carts. You're on a track.
Yeah, but you're in fake carts. Like that's cool, man.
You're on a track and you have AR. There's nothing new about that. It's just AR.
Nah, that thing's cool, man. AR is just a step down from holograms. I'm sorry to say.
I think it is cool. I'm just saying I'm surprised you're excited about it because to me, you're always talking about stuff you can do at home, and it's not like
you can't do that at home.
You can do anything with. I mean, you can do AR. I can do AR on my phone.
But you can do AR on your phone with goggles on, racing around a track that's built like Mario Kart.
I could. Why not?
Where do you have a track that's built like Mario Kart?
Well, you're always saying you could do Flight of Passage, and that's. I mean,
because you're just sitting on the back of literally a rocking horse.
Yeah, and it's no different than like throwing you in a roller coaster train and just putting an AR screen in front of your face.
But I don't have a roller coaster at home though. I have a rocking horse at home.
I'm just saying, like I think it's cool, but I'm just saying, like I'm surprised you're excited about it because to me, like it just feels like a thing that is just it's not like revolutionary or anything. It's just AR and on a track.
Dude, it's got Rainbow Road. Like, I think that should answer all your questions.
Is it just the theme that it's doing it? Like, you don't even care about the technology?
No. I mean, again, I think the technology is pretty cool, man. To be honest with you, it's AR on a track. It's kind of like what they did at SeaWorld with, was that the Kraken? But you're wearing an AR headset. Like, that's cool. Like, that's different than Flight of Passage. Flight of Passage, you're not doing anything.
Well, how is it different than the Spider-Man ride that you were given a hard time about, the new one at Disneyland?
How is this different than the Spider-Man ride?
It's the same kind of thing, except you don't have to wear a stupid helmet that somebody wore right before you.
Nah, dude, I'm on a track like I'm in Mario Kart. I don't think so, man. I'm sorry.
I actually think it's worse that it's on a track. I feel like they should have made a trackless. Like trackless would have been cooler. Why wouldn't that have been cooler?
Nah, dude, I'm firing turtle shells. Like I don't think you can. No, dude, I'm firing turtle shells. Like I'm racing Rainbow Road. Like it's just a different level. I think that Nintendo is far superior IP wise to Disney stuff. So it's right there. I said it.
That's crazy.
I mean, but think about it. Like across the world, I gotta say that they're probably pretty similar in recognition.
Well, Marvel, yeah, I think Marvel, yeah, probably.
No, I'm saying Mario and Mickey.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah,
they're in the same realm in terms of international recognition.
The theming of these photos just craps on stuff that Disney does these days. Sorry, man.
Man, I just totally disagree. I think it looks cheesy as can be.
Are you talking about like look at Yoshi's Adventure? Like,
yeah, dude, it's just fire. Like it's like a kiddie ride. Like, why are you excited about that?
Dude, that thing is fire.
Oh, you're going. It's the people mover with Yoshi. Like,
yeah, it's got Yoshi though. Like,
why is that exciting? Yoshi, like, that's I don't know. It's just so odd.
Nintendo, yeah, it's.
I think Nintendo better than Disney in terms of any IP Disney has. Nintendo squashes it.
Yeah, I mean. Listen, I'm not saying that doesn't look cool. I mean, it just.
I think that the land looks like a video game where I don't go to Disney and it looks like a cartoon.
Well, no, but you're doing different things, right? I mean, like when you go to Galaxy's Edge, it looks like you're in Star Wars. If you go to,
Does it though?
Yeah, I think it does. Yeah. I mean, that seems like a much larger, bit of difficulty to do Galaxy's Edge than it does to do the cartoony, like, Mario world.
No, I
don't know, man.
I think Mario is harder to make an immersive land out of than Galaxy's Edge.
But here's the thing. Would I rather fire virtual shells or press a button on the Millennium Falcon that means nothing?
I'm not even comparing it to the Millennium Falcon, though. I'm
just saying, though.
I think it's more in line with the Spider-Man ride. I mean, that's, I think, more of what it's closer to.
Oh, man. This just... no. Anyway, back to the original question.
I just don't get it. I don't know. I saw the ride on video.
You're
and
not
I was like,
you're not that dude, I guess. Then you're not that Super Nintendo dude.
No, I do. I love Nintendo stuff. I'm just like I think they should have done.
You obviously don't
system,
love it as much. I don't think.
You're not that guy. I said, I think it's cool. I just think it's just surprising to me that you're that into it, because to me, this is something I would think you would look at and go, oh, that's lame. They already did AR.
No, dude, and they got Mario caps. Like, yeah, let me get a cap on and ride that ride, and I'm in. Like,
well, I'm surprised you want to wear a cap that some rando just wore right before you. But
no, I'm talking about my own cap from the pharmacy. I guess there's a pharmacy that sells all sorts of stuff. Like, yeah, I'm getting a cap, man. I don't know. I'm all about this. What could Disney do though? I don't know. I mean, I'm going, right? What else does everyone want? I'm going.
What else does everyone want?
I mean, I'm going. I don't know. I'm excited for Tron, I think. So, but again, like, is Tron anything like crazy? No, but it looks kind of cool. I mean, it doesn't look cool like Mario Kart though. I mean, I'm throwing shells. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, I do understand. Shells, like,
man. You're also the Spider-Man ride throwing webs. Like, what's the difference?
These are such different domains in my head.
Yeah, like, they really are.
Yeah. I can't put these against each other. Like,
oh well, Mario Kart is far superior than anything Marvel has out there. I'm sorry to say that it's.
Yeah. I mean, Mario Kart was my childhood too. Like, it's. Yeah, that trumps anything that.
Yeah, it just kind of trumps everything. Yeah. So, Tom, we can just make it easy for you. It trumps everything else. Sorry.
Just based on the theme alone.
Based on the theme alone, it trumps everything. And I think that they did a really good job based on the pictures. Like, I haven't been there yet, but it looks awesome.
No, I think they did a good job. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me. It's like, okay.
You're really not a Nintendo head if that's the thing. Like, you're just not who it's made for, I guess.
But I mean, shouldn't it be, I guess I want something to be made that appeals to me, going not as a person that's very Mario.
See, and that's the thing. Like, I'd rather the opposite.
Well, because you don't want other people to be there.
well, not only that, but like, appeal to the hardcore people, right? Like, that's the thing, man. I don't know. This looks awesome.
What, the ride?
Yeah.
It
like looks way better than anything I've ever seen at Disney. That's it. I'm just going out there.
Like, that's insane to say. Insane.
No, dude. Even the queue looks freaking awesome.
The queue does look cool, but again, it's just a roller coaster track with AR. Like, it's nothing new. It's literally
throwing shells. Have you not heard this already? I'm throwing shells,
it's
man.
Nothing new. It's nothing new. Nothing. You're trying to tell me.
I don't know anywhere else I can throw shells, man. I don't know anywhere else I can throw shells. There's a Power Mushroom Pizza Bowl. That should be the end of the discussion at this point.
Don't get me wrong. I definitely would want to go on it, and I would want to check out the land. I just, like I said, it's I don't know. I just feel like they could have done more with it, even. But and I watched, like I said, a video of it, and I was kind of bummed because I felt like it kind of looked lame. But I don't know. Maybe the video can't capture it because you can't really capture AR that well, I guess, on video.
Yeah. But anyway, so I don't know. I'm going to Disney. I don't know what else to tell people. Am I excited about it? No, probably not. But I'm going. So there.
I mean, there's no way you can go on Rise of Resistance and tell me it's better than it's that the Mario ride's going to be better than that. It's just
it is.
Yes, it's not. It's no way.
It will on theme alone.
Oh well, okay. Well, on theme, then I guess if you put Mario over Star Wars, then sure.
Absolutely. Any day of the week.
So Mario's top for you. There's nothing above Mario.
I mean, there's stuff above Mario, but I don't know if they're making like a Soul Calibur park. That would be awesome. If there's a Tekken park somewhere, let me know, because I'm all in on that. But outside of that, nah.
All right. Well, I'll just do some AR stuff on my cell phone while you ride a roller coaster. And
yeah, absolutely. Go do that.
Oh man. Okay. Anything else you want to answer with that, Damon?
No.
Okay. So how do you make Steve? I said Kevin. I don't know why. I saw K, I think. How do you make a DVC staycation staycation actually stay a staycation? We're doing a week in Savannah View at Kidani at the end of the month for a staycation with a 3.5-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 2-month-old. It's supposed to be a staycation, but with being in the bubble and having APs, how do you resist the temptation not to drop in the parks?
But why can't? I'm just curious to why can't they?
Yeah, just drop in. Like, why not? Or should you resist is the next part. And at one point, is it no longer a staycation? My wife and I will be limiting her time in the parks outdoors with the 2-month-old, but almost seems like more of an opportunity to have some neat adventure with the other 2 kids.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why you can't pop in. I mean, I would do that.
I mean, I could pop in for a ride and be out. Like, that doesn't bother me.
I mean, it's kind of what I did when we did the meetup. Like, I just popped in for like an ice cream sundae and a ride on the People Mover, and then that was really it. Like, that's the advantage of having the annual passes, right? So, is that you can just do a pop in. But yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't need to stay a staycation. Just, go with the flow. Do what you want to do. I mean, I've also seen people with 2-month-olds floating around the parks too. So,
I don't know if I could do that. Well, first of all, I don't think I'd
tough.
be traveling with the 2-month-old, so that's the other thing. I might just stay at home.
Yeah, I couldn't do it with the 2-month-old. That's rough. That's rough. So, yeah, but I mean, yeah, do what you're gonna do, man. I think you can maybe pop into the parks and go on a couple rides and then leave. Why not? All right. So you want to read Katie's question?
Sure. I need to focus on protein for my meals and snacks. Plus, I don't eat beef or pork. What are some high protein snacks? Yes, we'll be cutting up cheese in the room and taking a cooler bag. But what other ideas do you have? Also, I do try and stop by the areas that have fresh fruit at the park sometimes and have cut up cheese for us. Dude, I'm talking about cans of tuna fish. Like, you want to talk about like blowing it out at the park and keeping everyone away? Dude, I think I'm eating cans of tuna fish. Like, I'm good. Could you imagine? I'm just eating cans of tuna fish. So I just get it with the olive oil tuna fish cans. That's me. There's some high protein snacks.
Get those pouches now. You get
that's what I'm saying. You don't even need the metal cans. You just go straight pouch.
Yeah.
Tuna fish. There you go.
We lost Trevor again.
Oh my goodness, Trevor.
What's going on with Trevor today?
But we haven't finished recording, so that's good.
Well, that is good. I don't know why that happened last time.
No, Trevor said he's out. He's done.
What do you mean?
Trevor's done. Done for the day. Yeah. This is tough because, like, I'm almost done because it's getting close to my bedtime. Tom, we got to pick it up now. Trevor's gone and I'm gone. Yikes.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, yeah, I can't just...
Could you imagine Tom doing the show by himself? All right. So anyway, tuna fish. All right, Daniel. Best real mac and cheese on property. I don't know. I love mac and cheese, though, but I don't know what the best one on property is.
The best I've had was at Regal Eagle Smokehouse in the American Pavilion at Epcot.
Okay.
That's very good. I really enjoyed that. So
I think I'm going to host the rest of the show, Tom.
What do you mean? You're going to move it along?
I'm going to move it along. Oh, we had Disneyland stuff. That's automatically cut out when Trevor's not here, right?
What, with Disneyland?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. You're going to make all the Disneyland people mad now. I mean, this is talking about using drones in nighttime shows, though. I mean, is that not interesting to you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
All right, we got some DVC news. Again, I can't really give you the best real mac and cheese on property because I can't remember. If it's not like during one of the Epcot, food and wine, I think there's some good mac and cheese stuff there, but outside of that, I don't know.
Okay.
So there's DVC news. Remaining Big Pine Key rooms declared into Grand Floridian Condo Association. There's a lot of stuff that Tom put in here.
Essentially, if you don't know the whole deal, right? So like usually Disney declares rooms or DVC declares rooms in chunks, right? So like it doesn't make all of the points available at once, right? So like when it's time to sell more points, they'll declare more rooms, and then those rooms will become available for DVC members to book. For whatever reason, they decided to declare all the rooms at once. Well, they did a chunk in the beginning of this, and then they just decided to do the rest of them all at once, which is interesting to me. I don't know why they would do that, because as they mentioned in this article, and this is from DVC News, as of May 31st, there were 495,000 Grand Floridian points that were not sold yet from the February declaration. So,
is this when Trevor would usually say something?
What do you mean?
Because I don't care
that they did this.
Yeah.
Well, I think I just wanted to speculate on why they did it. I mean, my assumption is that they did it just so that members could book the whole resort, but I don't really know. I mean, I don't know.
Well, Tom, if I would,
you're gonna make the show painful for the rest of the way, David. Now is it?
I mean, this is something that I just don't really have an interest in. Like, okay, there's points. All right, cool. Can I book there? All right, cool. I'm good.
Are you gonna book? Well, you're not gonna book in this building, but you are gonna book Grand Floridian though.
Yeah, 3-bedroom next year. All right, we got an ad.
All right,
that's you.
I'll go ahead and do the ad. The ad this week is for DVC Rental Store. The DVC Rental Store, a World of DVC company, offers magical vacations at incredible value. Save up to 60% off retail rates at premium Disney resorts. DVC Rental Store now includes deposits as low as 25% at the time of booking and a built-in cancellation policy for every reservation. And as always, DVC Rental Store pays out the most to members looking to rent their points. Want to learn more? Go to dvcrentalstore.com or call 1-855-DVC-RENT. That's 1-855-382-7368. And of course, let them know the Welcome Home sent you. Okay. So, minivan service coming back, Damon. I think you're a fan, right? You're a fan.
Yeah, I mean, but this is what a show without Trevor's like. This is not good.
We did for a couple months.
Oh my goodness.
You remember that? What?
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, we did that for a little while. Remember? It was good.
It was good. But again, like we always have this discussion. If you guys just keep it at an hour, like I'd be in for the whole thing. But you guys just be going over an hour.
Everybody was so happy the last time you were on the show. The whole time, though, everybody was like, "Oh man, this is such a good show."
Well, I mean, I'm beyond this show, but without Trevor, it's really just a shell of its former self. But the minivan service, yes, I'm excited about this. I was wondering if it's possible to do all 4 of my days with minivan service and what that would cost.
What that would cost you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it varies, right? So it's just like a lift. It varies based on the time you're doing it and the demand and all that stuff, right? So,
but
this is returning June 29th, by the way. I don't think we mentioned that. June 29th.
Yeah, I mean, I think I might. I mean, for 4 days, let's just say I use it twice a day because let's just say that's all I'm doing. Like, I guess I could.
Yeah, why not, right?
How am I getting between Epcot and Hollywood Studios again?
I mean,
how should I get? What are we thinking? What's everyone
I would
thinking?
Skyliner it, man. Why wouldn't you Skyliner it?
I don't know. I was just thinking.
Yeah, I would do Skyliner. Just you hop on the Skyliner, take it to the Caribbean Beach Resort, and hop on the other Skyliner line, and you're good to go.
I think this minivan service, like I said, we've done it once. I think it's cool. I like it. I'm excited that it's coming back.
Yeah, I've never used it actually.
Okay. But
you know what though? I would though if I was going to do like a lift or something like that. I would use this over that because of the car seat situation. Because typically I don't really. I mean, I know that lifts sometimes have car seats, but I don't really trust that. You know what I mean?
I don't even need to. Yeah, I don't even need to worry about the car seats. I just, I don't know, find it cooler. I'm about this.
If it just feels a lot cooler because of the way
Disney-ish.
Yeah, it feels a lot more in the bubble, kind of. Yeah,
I feel like when I'm doing like Uber or Lyft, like I'm doing something wrong.
I get that. Yeah.
Right? Like
I feel like you're doing something wrong.
I don't know. The minivan service just feels more official, man. All right. So pirate rooms to be discontinued in 2023. We stayed at a pirate room in the Caribbean, the worst resort ever that existed.
Didn't Trevor also? I think Trevor also stayed in a pirate room too.
I mean, we did when my boys were younger. It's just the resort is just tough, man,
it's
because there's no elevators. It's big and there's a lot of walking.
Yeah, that's everything I've heard.
But yeah, I mean, again, the theming probably wasn't worth it, but it's still sad to see them go because, I mean, why get rid of this? I
mean, I know a lot of people hated it, right? Like,
but you don't have to get it.
Yeah, just don't stay there then, right? Yeah, like,
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know why you get rid of it though. I just don't see the reason. Just because the films are going away, all right? So what? It's still a pirate room. It's still pirates, right?
I don't know. Maybe they have a different
Jake the
plan for it.
Neverland Pirate. Like, why can't it just be that?
I actually, it's funny because I've never stayed at Caribbean Beach. It's one of the ones I have not stayed at. But I mean, just looking at it, the beds look pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah, no, they are cool. I'm a little disappointed by this. I think it should stick around because, again, you do have Jake, right? Like, you could theme it like that, and it's still Caribbean. Like, I don't know, man.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I don't know why they're getting rid of it either. I have no idea. But I mean, they haven't really said what's going to replace it. So maybe they're just going to make them generic rooms, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
But people didn't like them. I mean, you would hear a lot of people complain about them for whatever.
But then
reason.
don't stay there.
No, listen, I agree with you. I just said there were people that hated them for whatever reason.
I mean, there's things I hate too, but you know what I don't do? I don't stay there or go there or eat them. I don't like seafood.
Or leave a 1-star
review.
review.
Eat seafood and then decide to complain about it.
Or leave a 1-star review on the podcast. You just don't listen, right? So
just don't listen. Yeah, I don't get that whole need to
tell somebody you think they suck. Yeah.
For free content that you don't have to listen to. But yeah.
It's
anyway.
Whatever.
All right. Victoria and Albert's, like, we're gonna cruise because I'm trying to get through. So Victoria and Albert's nears grand return. Now Tom has like 5 pages of nonsense here for literally what? A restaurant coming back?
Yeah. Yeah.
But guys, I kid you not, there's at least one full page Word document about this.
It's all the content that's in the link. I was trying to make it easier so you didn't have to click on the link.
Oh, it didn't matter anyway. I wasn't going to really pay that much attention to.
Where
where is this place and why do I care about it?
It's at Grand Floridian. It's one of the. I think it's like the only 5-diamond restaurant in like Florida, or one of the few. Oh no, it is the only one. It's very fancy, Damon. It's like you have a many course meal. I don't know how many courses it is off the top of my head, but
I'm looking at it now. Would I do this? I probably would. I'm not going to lie to you. I probably would do this. But like, talk to me about it next year when I actually. Yeah, I don't know. Would I do this? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I'm looking at that I just don't like already.
I think they do a menu. Like, I think they do a menu specifically for you. I think.
Do they? Do they do a menu for the guy that doesn't eat steak or seafood or mushrooms?
Yeah, that would have to be me. I'd be like, I'm not going to eat any of this, just so you know. Like, you need to give me.
It's funny though, because I did one of these like famousy sort of food things somewhere. I don't remember. I went with my wife for something. I don't remember what it was, but like, yeah, like they were real pressed because I'm like, nah, I don't eat that. They're like, well, what about this? Nah, I don't eat that. Oh, well, what about nah, I don't eat that. And you could just see they were just getting pressed about it. And they eventually brought me stuff out, but like, I don't know how happy they were about it.
Yeah, I might be making that up. All right. So like, but I mean, I do think you can give like your.
Oh, and it's ages 10 and up, huh?
Oh yeah. So you can't have like young kids there. And it's you got to dress really, like, they're very strict about the dress code there. By the way, it's coming back for those that want to know. July 28th, reservations start on June 20th. So
semi-formal attire. I mean, I just don't feel like I want to bring that many clothes.
I want to bring a tux with me to Disney World, and
I mean, it's a semi-formal, so I mean, I rock a suit, but like, I don't know. All my suits have been taken up by my kids. They just take them now.
They just take your suits?
They do, because they need them probably more than I do.
Well,
but like my suits are so old, they got cuffs on them, so then that's not good either.
You're rocking like French cuffs? Is that what?
No, cuffs on the pants, like cuff. Oh,
cuffs
pants,
on the pants. Okay.
Yeah, from like back in the day.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've never had pants like that. It's not my.
Well, because you're not from Jersey, so.
What are you talking about?
Well, you're not from real Jersey.
I've had pants like that before, but not now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not now, but yeah. No, I listen, Victoria and Albert's, I don't know. It's something I've kind of wanted to do, but like you said, I have kind of the same problem. Like, my wife would love it because my wife will eat just about anything, whereas I am not, I'm a lot more picky, and I do have friends that have done it, but like,
and there's a lot of wine, and I just don't love wine.
Yes, me
like,
too.
I'm just not a wine person. I'm not really an alcohol person, but I'm not really a wine person.
No, I'm with you on that. I'm not.
I'm like a Zima person.
A Zima person. Wow, what a reference that is. They don't make Zima anymore, do they?
No, I don't think so.
That's gone. So the one other thing though, Damon, in here too, they talked a little bit about how there's not rumors. I mean, they came out and said this, but they haven't shown what it's going to look like yet. And they're going to like redo the whole lobby of Grand Floridian, and I know some people are not happy about that. I mean, I'm fine with it, but apparently they want to redo it. And truth be told, that they've been redoing stuff. They redid Citricos and the Enchanted Rose Lounge, which we actually went to our first COVID trip that we did. We went to that lounge and it was nice. It was really nice. We really liked it. So I don't know why anybody would be upset about this, but I don't know, because I'm sure they're going to do just fine with it.
Yeah. All right. So what's next?
Would you do like the they have like a Queen Victoria, like they have a chef's table, they have like special tables. Like if you were going to do this, would you do like the special table, or would you no,
I don't think so.
All right. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm looking at this though too, Damon. I'm like, I'm not going to eat any of this.
Yeah, I mean, if I saw the seasonal menu and like it appealed to me, then I would consider it. Or if my wife really wanted to go, like honestly, she could go without me, and that would be fine. My oldest might go. Like he tries a lot of different food, like, but not me. Yeah. So my middle and youngest would probably just stay back, and they could go and have a mother-son dinner. That would be fine.
Yeah.
All right, Hoop-Dee-Doo back June 23rd. Okay.
Yeah. We got a menu. We got a menu here. Well, not full menu. I guess it's just kind of talking about the food that's going to be there. But I put it in there because it's food. We're going to talk about food.
Okay, I guess. I mean, this isn't like a place where the only thing that I'm like even thinking about like is this strawberry shortcake.
Really?
Maybe.
I mean, house-made cornbread? No? Honey butter?
I mean, honey butter doesn't. I mean, honey butter's just honey and butter. Like,
yeah, but that's with some cornbread. You got some smoked
cornbread crusted
ribs?
Mac and cheese, and that I'd be good with.
Okay, what about? I mean, the fried chicken is they're well.
Nah, dude, I don't like chicken with bones.
Oh, really? You don't do fried?
No.
Wow. Okay. All right.
No, like if you're gonna give me like fried chicken without the bones in it, sure, but nah.
I mean, what about the ribs though? I mean, you're into the ribs?
Yeah, but I know darn well that those ribs are no good. I don't even have to taste them to know. I don't, and you know that as well as I do.
Well, you say that, but I mean, I had ribs at Whispering Canyon a couple trips ago. Actually, like 2019.
What was the place
they were actually
that we
really
ate
good.
At? And what was the place that we ate at when I came to Charlotte?
Midwood Smokehouse. Yeah.
Are they better than those?
No.
Okay, then there you go.
I mean, honestly, I've never had ribs better than theirs. So, I mean,
Wait, what is that place again? Because I forgot I'm going to be in Charlotte.
Yeah, Midwood Smokehouse. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. Oh wait, is it? Oh, there's one in Raleigh.
Is there really? I mean, I know they've been expanding, but there might be. I mean, there was one in Columbia. You could have gone in Columbia when you were there.
Oh man, that's just a disappointment. All right, there's the one in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Huntersville. There's 2 in Charlotte. 3 in Charlotte.
Yeah, there's a couple in Charlotte. Yeah.
Oh, and there is one in Columbia, South Carolina. Tom, you totally just let me down, man.
No, I forgot that you were going there. First of all.
Oh my goodness, had I known.
Yeah,
that would have been another win for us. No, I don't see anything in Raleigh. Maybe there's one coming soon, but
maybe, yeah, maybe. But
I mean, Bennett's is still my favorite, and I'll be there 4th of July. So,
what is it? What is it?
Bennett's.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's in Pigeon Forge. I would say that is the best barbecue I've ever had. There, I'm still out on a limb and say that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Are you a baked bean guy? I don't do baked beans.
So I will, but it's not like something I get excited about.
So your thing right here is just the strawberry shortcake. That's the one you want. Like that's.
I mean, and I'm not even that excited about that. I'll be honest with you.
Well, I am going to do this restaurant. So like we are going to do the Hoop-Dee-Doo. And by the way, I got my sister to buy into this too because they have all you can drink sangria. So she was very.
I mean, is your sister an alcoholic or something? Or
no, she likes the sangria.
Oh, she's a sangria person.
Yeah, she likes sangria. I mean, it's also all you can drink draft beer and wine. That's included with the cost. So if you're into drinking, though, I'm not a big drinker.
Really into drinking, so
Yeah, listen, I'm not a big drinker either, but I know that if somebody is, like, this is a good thing. It's included in the cost, right? So
Yeah.
it's definitely a benefit. So, all right, well, I'm
I don't
excited
like
for this.
these. I don't like these. Like, there's awkward pauses because, like, usually, like, I'm doing stuff. Like, I'm in the Midwood
You have to
Smokehouse
talk.
menu.
You actually have to talk.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm in the menu because I'm thinking to myself, all right, well, Bennett's baby back ribs are only $14.99. What's Midwood's baby back ribs? Right? Like,
Like 18,
I get caught on tangents, and then, like, all of a sudden I'm like, wait, I have to look and see how much these pork ribs are. Oh, they're $33 and they're $14.99 at Bennett's. Like, that has to come into play.
You mean it? Wait, what are you saying? Where at?
I'm just saying that the price between Midwood and Bennett's, Midwood is just way more expensive. That's all.
Well, yeah, 33. Where are you getting 33 from? That's high.
A full rack of ribs, man.
Oh, a full rack. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never get a full rack. That's too much for me. I always get
but think about this, right? Like, if you go full rack and to split with somebody, way better.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I've done that before where we've done that because then you get two sides.
Do you have to edit out my dog barking?
I didn't even hear it.
Oh, you didn't hear my dog bark? My dog loves to bark at everybody now. She never barked at anybody. And then, like, after COVID, because, like, we're just home, like, she barks at everybody.
Yeah.
Like, and just like a bunch of woofs just to let you know she's there. But, like,
She's there. Yeah.
and that's it. Like, she's a lovable dog, but she's just about barking. But, like, now it gets me on everything I do. Like, phone calls, work stuff, like everything. Like,
oh gosh,
dog just be barking. Okay. All right. What are we at next? The Hoop-Dee-Doo.
Do you want to? By the way, do you want to talk any cartoons or TV or anything? Do you have any of that on? I know.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing on TV. The only thing I'm watching on TV now is I'm watching the Australian Lego Master, which kills. I think you can watch it on Tubi, by the way, if anyone's looking. But
okay.
It's so much better than the US one, like a million times better. I like that an awful lot.
Damon, have you watched Is It Cake on Netflix?
It's not that good, though. But yeah, I watched like 2 and then was like done. Oh, did you watch the BS show on Netflix?
No, I have not watched that. No,
very good.
I saw it advertised though. No,
very good. That was a very good show.
So wait, you didn't like Is It Cake? What was your problem with Is It Cake?
It's dumb. After there's a lot of shows that I find that I like the first 2 episodes and then I've had enough. That was one of those shows. Like, it was good for 2 episodes, but then I'm done.
I just was wondering if you saw, because I know how much you like to bake, and like we just pop that on as like an easy thing to watch a couple, because it's like nothing.
Yeah. I would say outside of that, I'm waiting for, I think Dragon Prince season 4 is coming soon, which will be good. There's some weird Netflix show that's about like the demon realm, but it's like kind of funny-ish. What the heck is it called? I don't remember the name of it. Now I'm actually going to have to look.
Did you finish off Severance or?
No, because I was Well, I'm looking forward to Hamster and Gretel, right? That's Phineas and Ferb dude. Do you know about that?
No, I don't know about that. No.
Yeah, it's a show set in the same universe. It's about this hamster that gets superpowers and a brother and sister. The sister gets the superpowers, but not the brother. Let's see. Viking School isn't coming to the U.S., but that looks super awesome. That's another Disney show. And, Dead End, Paranormal Park.
I know, I haven't heard of that either. Yeah, no, what's that?
So that is an animated show coming to Netflix. That looks good. I think that's coming soon. Next week, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Let's see. I like Holy Moly, but only the US version, so I've been watching that, even though they've totally disrespected the Muppets on that.
Okay. So I wanted to talk about this.
Sure.
Because I watched that show too, right?
Yep.
First of all, I want to mention that when Kermit was on Holy Moly, he sounded better. Like, it
still sounded terrible, man.
He still sounded terrible, but he sounded less terrible than he did before.
The only time that he sounded good was in Amphibia. He sounded fine in Amphibia.
Yeah. But he sounded better on Holy Moly, oddly enough. But yeah, I'm a little behind on that one. But
okay, so here's my thing with Holy Moly, though. So you have the Muppets, right? And one of the distractors is a bear, and it's not Fozzie Bear.
And how is it not Fozzie Bear?
How is it not Fozzie Bear? Because all the stuff from the Muppets is actually not filmed on set. It's kind of like interspersed after the fact, I think. Almost they're not on set, which is terrible. But like, you're telling me that there's going to be a bear for the distractor and it's really not Fozzie Bear? Like, that's ridiculous.
I
So that's
also
made
feel like
me
they
mad.
could have done the Big Bear. What's that Big Bear's name too? I can't think of his
Oh
name.
yeah, I know who you're talking about, but it's not him either. It's just
Bubba,
Rob Riggle
Bubba.
in a bear suit.
Yeah, Bubba. Yeah.
So that was a disappointment. So I think that they've kind of botched the Muppets Holy Moly, unfortunately. I've been a little disappointed with that. But let's see what else. I think that's about it. I mean, shows that we would talk about on here, but
yeah, Holy Moly.
Catch up on Dragon Prince if you haven't. It's actually pretty good, man.
Yeah, I don't know that one. Yeah, that's
it's a Netflix show. I mean, it's pretty good though.
We just started watching a documentary on Netflix about 3 Mile Island. So
I don't do documentaries at all.
Oh, see, I like that.
I have to be straight up entertained, and even like dramas are not my jam. Like I kind of want dramedies at the very least. I'm watching Good Girls.
Okay. Yeah.
But like I need like dramedy. Like I just like
you got to have some comedy in there. Is what you're saying. You got to
I mean it's got to be entertaining for me, and I don't want to learn. Like I learn like when I read CNN or ESPN or like I'm sitting down to watch TV. I don't need to learn anything. Thanks.
All right. Well, that's our TV segment then, I guess. So
there you go.
All right. So just this last Disneyland thing, talking about drones, using drones for nighttime shows. If they did that, would you be interested in watching a nighttime show, Damon, or is there just nothing that would interest you in a nighttime show?
I mean, it seems interesting. I still think that at Star Wars there should have been the 2 drones. I mean, the what's it called? X-wing drones.
Yeah.
Speaking of TV, what about Obi-Wan?
Oh, I haven't started it yet though. Is it good?
Okay.
I mean, have you been enjoying it?
I mean, I didn't think I was, but then I am. Like, if that makes sense. Like, 'cause it's totally the antithesis of what I like. Like, it's a story that I already know the ending, but it's actually
enjoying
not bad.
the journey. Yeah.
And that's very rare for me. And I think I talked poorly about it the first time I watched the first 2 episodes, right? But like, I think it's gotten a little bit better. I think the other thing is because I caught Empire Strikes Back this weekend when I was just sitting around.
It's been on like TNT all weekend. Yeah,
because I was at USC and I was kind of watching it. And I was like, man, like these green screens are terrible. Like, I think that there's something to be said about some of the new Star Wars stuff just on technology alone worth watching, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Right,
like the way that they've been doing stuff. Yeah,
yeah. So I mean, I think a drone show would be really cool. But I mean, could they do it at Walt Disney because of the weather? I mean, who knows? Probably not. So then I don't care.
Yeah, see, I don't know if they could do it at World for like a bunch of reasons, right? Like, they'd have to have some sort of space underneath that is not occupied by guests, right? And so, like, in case the drones fail, you don't want drones falling on guests, right? So, like, how do you do that unless you just do it really far back where the fireworks are? But then you can't do that either because then you have fireworks shooting off, right? Like, so I don't know how you do it at Disney World. Maybe at like, not at Magic Kingdom. I think you could probably do it anywhere but Magic Kingdom, probably. But I think it would be cool, man. So wait, Damon, if you're going to do the nighttime thing on your August trip, are you going to like catch like Harmonious while you're at Epcot? Or are you just going to bail before the nighttime show?
I mean, I'm going to go on rides during that.
Well, yeah, that's the time you could do that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm going to go on rides.
That's what Trevor does. Yeah. So.
I mean, F Harmonious. I have no interest in that.
I mean, it was really good, but yeah, I mean, I think there would be some interesting things they could do here, but I don't know what they could do at Disneyland with this either, because,
I mean, unless you got me, again, flying X-Wing fighter drones, I don't really care.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, right, too, like, is there's just
I'm so mad I didn't go to that. Like, I really am at this point.
That you didn't go to the opening?
Yeah, to the press thing for that. Like, that was just...
So you could have seen the X-Wing thing? Yeah, that would have been...
Yeah, because I would have liked to have seen the X-Wing thing. I'm not going to lie. Like, that would have been kind of neat. That
definitely would have been cool. Yeah, I mean, like I was going to say, though, like, can you imagine, like, there's, like, neighborhoods around Disneyland. Like, you know how loud drones are. Like, imagine hundreds of them doing that droning sound that it does. Like, yeah, like, I mean, even when my neighbor flies his drone in our cul-de-sac sometimes, and I'm just like, I want to walk out the door and be like, hey, quiet down out there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, old man it. But, yeah, I don't know. I just could see it being not great. But it would be cool. I think if they could do it, but it's weird because
what are invisible LEDs?
Yeah, I was wondering what they meant by that. Right? Like, what does that even mean?
I don't know.
There's a lot of. I mean, she's also talking about it like they're just learning about drones. Remember, like years ago, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, they did that show at Disney Springs. They did a whole drone show. It's not like they're new to the drone thing.
Oh, it's invisible wiring.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
I mean, I think it'd be kind of cool, but like I said, I just don't know how they do it at Disney World. And I remember at one point too that they had like contacted the FAA and like were for something at Disney World, but I don't think that ever came to pass. So, but again, drones are loud, man. Like I just can't imagine how much of a pain it would be to like, how do you like charge up all those drones at once? And like, right? Like think about that. Like some dude's got to plug in like 1,000 drones every day. Like,
I mean, that's a job though. I'm all about jobs.
No, listen, I'm not saying that it shouldn't be a job. I'm just saying, like, how tedious of a job would that be? Just drone charger is your...
I mean, that's a good... Did you see the meme, the LinkedIn meme about Darth Vader?
No.
You seen that one?
No, I didn't, no. Is it from the... Well, I don't want to give anything away, but because I know he's in the show, right? Like, he's in the...
Yeah. I don't know if it is... And I don't even know if it's new or not, but it's kind of funny.
I'll have to look at that. I haven't seen that, so.
Yeah. So let's see. Oh, we're almost finished. This is awesome.
We're done.
I mean,
I'm
done, already
man.
24 minutes past my bedtime, but.
Well, is there anything else you want to talk about? We can just wrap it up.
No, I'm wrapping it up. All right. So let's see.
Tom, you're going to wrap it up? I just thought I was going to do it. Okay, you go ahead.
I mean, I'll wrap it up. So if you have any questions or concerns, email us at welcomehomepodcast@gmail.com. I mean, Tom's the only one that checks it. So if you want to send a message to me and Trevor, just have him forward it on. You'll have to let him know that. For some reason, he doesn't like to do that unless he's asked for that specifically. Let's see. Solicit questions from listeners for next podcast. Okay. Send questions, post them on the board or send them in Discord or send emails to Tom and we'll maybe use them on the next podcast if we decide to. Facebook is at Welcome Home Podcast. The group, join the group, talk to us. I think we're at over 4,000 people, 4, which is crazy.
People in the group. Yeah.
YouTube channel Irrelevant, Instagram Irrelevant, store at welcomehomepodcast.com, and Patreon at patreon.com/welcomehomepod. Ask for reviews on iTunes. I don't think I can't even ask for reviews anymore because I feel like everyone that's reviewed is already reviewed. And like with 4,000 people in the group and 200 reviews, the math doesn't help me there.
We got 5 reviews in the past 2 weeks.
Were they all good or no?
Yeah, they were all good. We got all 5-star reviews in the past 2 weeks. Yeah.
We're still not at 4.6. It's the push to 4.6 is really what this is about.
I don't know. Maybe it moved up, but probably not.
No, that's the push to 4.6. Everybody, let's see what we can do.
Get us there. Yeah, we get
us to 4.6. Well, it's not even get me to get Tom to 4.6. He's just very upset about this 4.5.
I wish. So we've had. Yeah, it was all 5. We got perfect amount of Damon. We got hosts are great. That's from Jane. Got Undying
We shouldn't
Magic.
tell people that because now somebody's going to want us just because. And think about it, right? We get 5 5s, so that's 26 divided by 6. What's the math on that, Tom?
I don't know. Like a little over 5, right? So
no.
But you said 26 divided by 5? Is that what you said?
Divided by 6 is what I meant, right?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
And that's 4.3, and then we're back to where we were. So if someone 1 stars us, we're out.
Don't do that.
We're at 4.3.
Oh, 5. But this person said, and they did this on 6/6, so it was the show before. Okay, here we go. The last show was amazing. Now I can't wait for this week's show. The energy in the room was amazing. I'm sorry that this show turned out a little different because we lost Trevor.
Trevor.
Yeah, unfortunately, Trevor.
But we talked about how we didn't have Trevor for a while.
We didn't. Yeah, we didn't. And I mean,
pushed through.
We did.
So, it's funny because for all the people that always Damon doesn't want to be there. Yeah, I pushed through with no Trevor for months.
Yeah, several months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost Trevor for a little while there. So, that was back, 2020, mid 2020, maybe?
Yeah, we just had no Trevor and we just pushed through.
Yeah, we did. So, all right. So I guess I'll do my part here and we can finish up and everyone will be happy that we have a short episode, except the people that like our long episodes, right?
I mean, but how short is it really?
Hour and 15 minutes, something like that, right?
That's not short.
You're right. It's not. It's short by our standards, right?
When I signed up for this every week thing, I signed up for an hour. That was it.
An hour. That's true. All right. So don't forget to subscribe to Welcome Home Podcast so you can be reminded every time we release a new episode. You can what were you going to say, David?
No, I hit my mouse pad. Sorry about that. But I was thinking to myself, I think there should be a section at the end. What was your favorite part of the show?
What's my favorite part of the show? I don't know. That we went 20 minutes without doing any show content. We were just goofing off.
I like talking about Nintendo Land. Like, I think there should be a part of this. I think under closing, it should say right before where you mentioned where to find podcasts and subscribe. Favorite part of the show. Because, right, you never really know what your favorite part of the show is until it's over.
That's true. That's a fair point.
Mine was Nintendo Land. And Tom not understanding throwing turtle shells could be the best thing ever to happen at an amusement park.
Okay. I mean, okay. I could do it on my Switch right now if I want to. Anyway.
What was your favorite part of the show, though?
I said that. I said the first 20 minutes of just, us just goofing off. Like, I enjoyed that. I also enjoy yelling at you about Nintendo Land. That was fun, too.
Okay,
because people, when we're at the meetup, there are people who are like, oh, man, you guys just let Damon get away with whatever. You never push back on him. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I think we push back.
I would agree. I mean, I don't care if you push back. It doesn't change my opinion. But
no, it's never going to change it. Well, that's also what I said, too, when we were at the meetup. I was like, listen, if we're talking about something on the show, the chances are we probably talked about it before in our chat, and we're not going to change Damon's mind on anything. So
no, like, I think that people think sometimes that, like, we don't talk outside of
this,
like the show. And listen, like, Tom's far enough away that if I see you twice a year, like that's a lot. I mean, it's usually once a year at some swim meet. And like, honestly, there's only 2 more years of that because my son's going to be in college. Like he'll be swimming somewhere else. But yeah, I mean, we don't see each other that often, but we talk on Messenger all the time. Sometimes they message me way past my bedtime and it annoys me.
I'm always cognizant of that, man. I will not send you anything like past 10 o'clock. Even though I know Trevor is early still, but
past 10 o'clock, like the running joke is like, I was like, yeah, I'm tired from this trip. I think I'm going to go to bed early. And my kids are like, you mean like 5:30? And I'm like, oh, no, that's a little too early.
It's a little too early. Yeah.
I mean, it's 8:30 now. We're finishing. Like, I'm going to be in bed in half an hour. No lie.
That's fair. I get it.
Yeah.
Well, so you can find our podcast at Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spotify, any podcast app that's out there. You can find us. Just search for Welcome Home. Just a reminder to our listeners, Welcome Home Podcast is for entertainment only. We are not employed by the Walt Disney Company, and as such, all opinions we express on the show are our own. So please consult a DVC cast member or just regular cast member for more information about anything we talked about today. Huge thank you to our sponsors, DVC Rental Store, and also, World of DVC for sponsoring this episode and for sponsoring the show for as long as they have. So,
yeah. And I forgot to mention, like, I have to say that. So I think we're going to talk about on the other podcast. We're going to talk about Stranger Things. I think.
Oh, on your Netflix pod?
Yeah, I think I'm going to. It's again. I only jump on for like one episode out of 10, but I think I might be in on the Stranger Thing one.
Oh man, I would love to guest. Invite me. I'm coming.
Dude, so all right. So so let me tell you who's guesting. You ready?
Yeah.
So Dustin's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, the dad.
Yeah.
Okay, he's guesting. So
what? That's so random.
Exactly.
Where did you find that guy?
So how's that? Sorry,
Tom, how did you get that guy on the show?
A friend of a friend.
That's so random.
Exactly. So like, sorry, dude. Cast only does 4, so someone's actually dropping because there's 4 of us for the podcast, but someone's actually dropping because that dude is coming. So
I mean, that's that guy was he was barely in it.
But he was still on set.
No, listen, he was there. Okay, I'm not going to say that I'm better.
MDB, right?
I'm not going to say that I'm better than a guy that was there. Okay, so,
yeah, I don't think you can. I can't even with a straight face say I would be better than that guy. So absolutely not.
Fair enough.
Yep. So we're doing that, and then let's see what else. Oh,
I thought you were going to say you were having Dustin's girlfriend on. Like that's what I thought you were.
No. So I stopped asking because I'm just not on the podcast enough for me to ask. Because in some of the earlier podcasts we had people from the shows.
Yeah.
But it made no difference. Like nobody cared. So I was like, that podcast doesn't even get enough listens for me to actually even care.
Yeah.
That's the problem with it. Because dude, podcasting is hard. People don't understand that podcasting is hard.
To be successful at podcasting is hard, right? Like
absolutely. And look,
anyone can, put out a podcast and just just put out a podcast and have 10 people listen to it, right? It's being successful at it that's really hard.
Even like for me, like I would say that podcast is getting like 300 listens an episode, and it doesn't even make me want to do the podcast.
It's tough, man.
Because 300 is like nothing.
It's yeah.
It's nothing. So all right, so we have that, and then my son is putting out a new song, which should be out, I don't know, I think within the month. But I'm gonna need everyone to go listen to it because he's trying to get like on Spotify. You know, you have like that under 1,000, over 1,000 listens.
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna need to call on everyone to try to get him over 1,000 listens. We'll see if we can make that happen.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of Spotify, you can also rate us on Spotify. Which
nice. Okay.
Somebody rated us a little bit lower. By the way, you would we're like a 4.9 something on Spotify.
Wait, who got us on Spotify?
I don't know, but you can't see it. Like you can only just see the number. Like you can't. Because it's only numbers, right? So,
that's not good. Oh, there's no typing about it?
No, it's literally just you could give a star rating. That's it.
Oh man,
I know it's harsh. We got a fair amount of star ratings on there, but it's somebody did us dirty.
I just want to know why we're not on are we on the 100 Best Disney Podcasts?
Where's that?
I wish we were. I don't know. I'm just randomly looking at stuff now.
If you look at the charts, we're in the top 20 Disney podcasts. So
we're number 20 on this list.
Well, there you go. We're top 20. What did I say? We're top 20. Look at that.
Average length 96 minutes. This is why I can't stay on shows. That's ridiculous.
Wait, where did you get this from?
That's what it says. It says average length.
But where did this list come from?
I'm on FeedSpot.
Okay. Well,
and
how are they determining that though? Like, how are they determining that we're 20th? Where does that come from?
Oh, are you talking about? I thought you were talking about the average length of the show, and I was like, probably math. I checked. I don't know. It just we're there. We're
listen,
20.
I'll take 20th. I mean,
no, you wouldn't. If you saw who was ahead of us, no, you wouldn't.
What? Yeah, but what is it based on though?
Who knows?
Yeah.
First of all, there's people here with like. So you know what I think the biggest problem is on this one is that it doesn't have our Facebook page or our information for that. And like the people above us have like 349 on their Facebook. Yeah.
We have, what do we have 16. These days? We've got like 8,000, don't we?
7,900. We're not at 8,000 yet.
All right. Well, we were close.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how they rate, but we're top 20 there.
All right. I mean, listen, I would like to be number one, right? Like that's our goal.
Is there 100? Is there really 100? Am I going to go like slide this thing down and there's going to be someone that's like 100?
Yeah, man. There's. I would say there's
whoever 100 is. I'm calling you out and I'm going to give you some pub here. Hold on.
I just love how
we're going to end this. Men Do Disney.
What is it?
An unofficial podcast. Men Do Disney, covering news, rides, beverages, rumors, and more. Why don't we have these people? They're from South Carolina.
This is number 100. Is that?
No, this is 75.
Okay. Men
Do Disney. We're calling you out. Number 100 is there's more than 100, but I'll just call out 100. 100 is Disney DNA podcast.
Okay. Oh man, we're at 7,994 likes. Just give us 6 more. 6 more. I mean, we have 8,154 follows though, so we have more than 8,000 follows. So. Okay. Yeah.
And then I think 110, which is as far as this list goes, is Adults Do Disney.
Okay. I mean, listen.
Look at this one. So look at this one. MiceChat.com podcast, which has 78,000 Facebook likes, is 109.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't trust this random list you found on the internet.
Hey, listen. I just tell you what I find. I can't do anything about it. Oh, and Men Do WDW, they're back. May the last. Oh, they don't. The problem is that there are 174 episodes, but they do like an episode every month.
Few days. Oh, every month. How in the heck? Wait, how did they have that many episodes if they did one a month? That's crazy.
I mean, I don't. Oh, there's some they do 2 a month, but that's like max out here. I wonder when they started.
Yeah, I mean, back before podcasts existed. Like, what's?
Can we get them on? Can you
ask them? Sure, why not? Right?
But they don't have enough Facebook for you to really want them on.
I mean, I don't care about Facebook. I care about downloads. I care about audience. I don't care about social media at all. The
last episode was May 4th, and they were having an upcoming trip to Walt Disney World.
I think I told you this. I really want to get the guy that did that does the voice of Master Shake from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, because he's a huge Disney Parks guy and had his own podcast. So I would love to get that guy.
Why don't you do it?
I don't know how to get in touch with him, man. Like,
dude, he's not on Instagram. He's not on Twitter.
I don't understand Instagram. I'm sure he's on Twitter. Yeah, I mean that guy's cool. He had a cool Disney podcast for a while. I think he stopped, but he's like been to all the parks. Better. Yeah. No, I'm asking you with all your hookups to make it happen, right? So
I'm just looking at the Patreons for this Mendy WDW. Like, I'm all in on this. All right, we got to end the show. I got to go to bed.
Let's end the show,
Tom. End the show.
Join us next time for more Disney Parks discussion. Of course, more DVC talk. We hope to see you all real soon.
This is Skipper Albert Awol, the voice of the jungle, signing off from Welcome Home Podcast on the DVC.
Do a huddle when we hit a chair. How she can cuddle is no man's affair. I looked around from pole to pole, found her in a sugar bowl,